What up, brother?
What's up, my brother?
I can hear you, man. Good. I
Yeah,
was hoping I could hear you. The
my
last
boys are
person
blowing
that
up
was
Gaza
cutting up.
City today.
Oh, that's a good lead, right? What,
Yeah.
guys? Let me introduce you to the other four
Maybe
people
we
in
could do
here.
construction together when we build our houses in Gaza. You could do construction
You,
with me.
you'll let me live there?
Yeah, we'll make a lot of money.
I mean,
You're an American.
Are you gonna buy the
Yeah,
land, or are
yeah,
you
for
gonna just
cheap.
take it?
60 cents on the dollar. Like I did on the
You're
West Bank. I bought in the
do,
West Bank near Ramallah. This guy needed money. I
where?
bought I bought his
wh-
property, 60 cents on the dollar.
What what village or what settlement?
Near Ramallah.
Are you gonna say the settlement?
Yeah, settlement. Yeah, we sold it to Americans. You know who's buying in
No,
Israel
no,
right
no,
now?
no.
All Americans.
I'm saying, like you said, you live like you bought in the West Bank. Just say what settlement. Are you allowed to say it?
Yeah, I'm allowed. Beit El, Beit
I know where
Lagan.
Beit El is. No, you won't say where yours is, though, huh? Phil,
Yeah,
I thought you're not scared, man.
I bought in
Why
Neve
are you
Daniel.
scared to say? Okay,
I'm
good.
sorry, Neve Daniel. Neve Daniel.
Okay,
In the
Nave
Gush.
Daniel in the
You know where
Gush.
the Gush is? You know where the Gush is?
I don't know the Hebrew name for it. Yeah, the
You
Gush
know
is a
where Beitar
Palestinian
is?
territory.
You know where
Where?
Beitar is? Beitar.
Beitar, no.
It's in the
Beitar, is
West
that
Bank.
another?
It's
Okay.
in the West Bank. Look it
Man,
up on Google.
you guys got all the Hebrew villages
Yeah.
carved
So we'll
out
bu-
over
we'll
there.
build we'll build together. I heard you're in construction. We'll do it together.
Well, I'm not in construction. I'm a real estate guy.
Yeah, so you
But
have
you know
capital,
what I
no?
do though? Of course, but the Arabs and the Jews, man, were very similar in that sense,
Yeah, we
right?
do business. We can do a lot of business together.
What happens to the Gazans, the 2 million?
Who gives a shit?
But what are we gonna do? What happens to
They're going to
them?
Sudan. They're moving to Sudan. You didn't know that?
How are they gonna send them there?
You can send them by plane. We have money. El Al is a
Phil,
very rich company. You know El Al, the Israeli airline?
I flew it.
Yeah, it's very they're wealthy. They'll send them for free.
What happens if, like, the Trump administration pulls their support of Israel and the rest of the world's already not
There's a lot
supporting
of
them?
there's a lot of American money in Israel right now. A lot of Americans are buying. A lot of rich
Yeah,
American Jews are buying from Manhattan.
Jews.
The Park Avenue
Hmm.
people. You know the Park Avenue guys. They're
Well,
all
they've
building.
been
They're all
buying.
buying. They're all
Do they
buying.
buy? So how does somebody buy in the West Bank? Like, how do you
You
guys like?
sell. The guy needed money. The guy had
Was it
a
an
he had,
Arab or a Jew?
it was an Arab, Palestinian.
Oh, and he bought it. Are you so he bought
Yeah,
it
he
from him?
was in the cement business. They shut. The his fellow Palestinians shut him down because when they built the
Wow.
settlement, said they used to buy the concrete from him, and he
Hmm.
lost everything. So he needed to sell property and to
Oh,
eat.
so
So
you bought in Area A, huh?
yeah, I buy
Cool.
I,
Are you gonna
I
live
buy in
there?
Yericho. I'm building. You mentioned Jericho before, right?
Yeah, that's right by my village.
Yeah. So you know where Mitzpe Yericho is, the Jewish settlement next to Yericho.
I know where Ofra is.
Yeah, my friend are building a lot of houses there.
Probably on our land, huh?
No, they bought the land fair and square, baby.
Well, if it was Taiba Ephraim land, they
Yeah,
didn't
but
buy it.
Palestinians are selling. They need the money. They need the American dollars.
Not the Christians.
I don't know, but they need the American dollars. Everybody needs money in Israel.
I think that's why the settlers are attacking my village because we
They're
don't
not
need the money.
attacking. They're not
They are.
attacking. They're buying.
Do you want to see a
Look,
picture?
look, look. If they want, yeah, let me see
You
a
want me to show
picture.
you a picture?
Yeah, let me see
You
a
could look it
picture.
up too, Phil. It's
Show
called
me a
Tight. I
picture,
promise you.
man. When are we gonna hang? When are we gonna hang out in Jerusalem?
If they let me in, I'll hang out with you.
They'll let you in. You're an American citizen.
Dude, they'll probably not let me in. They almost didn't let me into
They'll let you in.
America 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Are you? Where were you coming from?
Mexico. So look at that.
Where'd you
It's
go to
literally right
Cancun
up. No, I went to Puerto Vallarta, but
with the wife?
look at that. Yeah, you know, man,
What is
I
that?
live. So that's a billboard
Settlers
they
have
put
been
up.
erecting billboards. There's no
Yeah,
future for you. Yeah, because everybody's buying. All
look at
Americans
that.
are buying in
Look at
Israel.
that. Look at that. Look at that. You
Uh,
know what that
Let
is?
me see what that is. What is that?
So that is the Church of Saint George. It is a
Yeah.
1600 year old church built by the Crusaders, and
Yes.
it was burnt. By the way, there's a very holy hilltop to Christians because Jesus stayed there. It was burnt by
Yeah.
Israeli settlers like a month
How
ago.
long ago?
A month ago.
Was the building abandoned?
Mm, It was.
A
It's a
lot of the
historic.
churches in the West.
It's a Christian
Yeah,
historical
but a
site.
lot of. Maybe they bought the property.
No, they didn't.
They,
You can look it
they
up. You
bought
know
the
who. You
property.
know who went there. You know who went there to like tell the settlers they better stop. Mike Huckabee.
Who?
Mike Huckabee went to my
No.
village. Yeah, dude. Look it
Yeah.
up. Look it up.
I'll look it up.
We're untouchable.
Are you Christian?
I'm a Christian from the only all Christian village in that whole land. No Jews or no
Yeah.
Muslims live there. We have a
Yeah.
beer brewery. We hold an Oktoberfest every
So you're
year.
making money. So you're making money. Your family's making money there.
Well, a lot of my family's driven out of there because there's not
No, but
opportunities.
they're making money. If you have a
We're
brewery
making money in
in Jerusalem,
America.
if you
Well,
have
we
if
don't
you
have the brewery, but we as a village have a beer brewery. Not in
yeah, so
Jerusalem,
you
though.
you sell the beer and you make money.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you can't import it to the United States.
Yeah, what's a company called? Let me look them up.
Type of beer. You could drink it in Jerusalem.
It's alcohol. Is it alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
There's alcoholic, there's non-alcoholic.
Because
It's a good.
a friend of mine, he bought a non-alcoholic beer company in Egypt for like 50
Ugh.
cents on the dollar.
Why? Is he going to make alcoholic beverages?
Yeah, he flipped it. He made a couple million flipping it.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah. So
What up, Avi?
but it's all American. I want to tell you something. It's all a lot of Americans are buying in
Oh, I
Israel.
bet. I bet. Well, buying in the West Bank of Palestine, too.
Yeah, they're buying because people are selling to them. They're not. The Israeli government's not forcing them to sell.
Well, I just showed you the
When
attacks
somebody
on my
offers you,
village.
if somebody offers you $500,000 for your property and you need the money, right? In business, let's say you live in Texas.
Yeah, if
If
you
you
sell it, you sell it, right?
if you sell, you
I
sell.
just
There's a
don't
deed.
believe. I don't believe it. Look at this.
They sell
You know what
deed.
that is? You know what
What
that
is
is?
that?
This
What
is
is
true. You
that?
can look this up. So this is area A, B, and C. So
Hmm.
if you look up where all the settler attacks are happening, they're happening in C and B.
Okay.
Why? Because they're trying to force them to A. So you're saying they're selling, but that a lot of Palestinians aren't selling. I personally know that Ofra, the settlement Ofra, there's a few acres of my family's personal land that was confiscated because
I
we're in
want to
Area
see.
C.
I want to see that. I want to see that proof.
Ofra, we can show you proof.
I want to see proof.
Uh, I'll give it to you
Yeah.
if we ever cross paths. But
All
yeah,
right.
you may
But the
think
West
you
Bank.
guys are
How far
you're
do you
being
live from
kosher.
Highway? What major highways offer near the 90?
I don't know. You know, you guys got your own roads over there. My cousins
Yeah.
can't drive those roads.
You could drive on the
I know
90.
my land.
You could drive on the 90. I when
Is
I
it
go
a
to when I go
is
to
it a green
Tiberia,
plate road?
when I go to Tiberia, I take the one to Yericho, and then the 90. The
Is
90 goes from
Jericho is Jericho Jericho?
Jericho.
Okay. All
So
right,
you
yeah.
take the one ends at Jericho, and then you take the 90, and the 90
It's
goes to.
it
So you lived
sounds
in the
like
90?
it's not probably, yeah. We you know that windy road? You know what we
There's
used
a
to do?
lot of
There's
windy
this
roads. Give me a
You
route
know
number.
the mountain. I don't know the route number, but there's a windy road,
What route
and
number? What's the route
it's
number?
called it's called Tariq Riha. That's what we call it.
It's like
We don't have a
the
route number,
the
but
yeah,
you
you
guys
do have a
wouldn't
route
know it
number.
because you know what happened in the
And I
'67
bought a
war.
nice statue. Yeah, I know
Look
the
on the
statue.
'67. There's a curve on that road in the '67 war. More
Yeah.
Israelis were unalived on that curve in their jeeps trying to
Okay.
make that curve.
And we
So
won the
it's like,
war.
and you know what we call it? We call it the
What?
Fatah curve.
Cool. Cool.
You know,
My father was in. My father was in the Israeli
there's
army in
was he?
1956. Yeah, he was a tank
Well,
operator. Blew up a. He really did a lot of damage. They did a lot of damage to Egypt.
so look, I want to ask you, like in '48 when the war happened and Israel won the war, right?
Yeah.
And you know the million Palestinians were expelled, whatever. How
Where'd
come
they
they
go?
annexed? Well, they went to Lebanon, Syria, the West Bank, Gaza, Egypt.
Okay.
So when Israel annexed that territory they won in the '48 war, they annexed the people, right? And that became
Mhm.
Israel, correct? So then
Mhm.
'67. Oh yeah, also Jordan. They did go to Jordan too, Avi. So in '67 they won the war again, right? Why didn't they
Yeah.
just annex the '67 borders?
Well, we had 67. The 67 borders are to Jericho and up to
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
Golan.
saying. Like the West Bank and yeah. So why didn't they just make that Israel? Why did they occupy it?
Yeah, it belongs to Israel.
I'm saying it doesn't. Well, why didn't they just annex it and take it then? Right? Why are they
They
occupying it?
took it. It's under Israeli control.
But it's not part of Israel, right?
It is part of Israel.
Well, I mean, according to Israel, they're occupying it.
Yeah, but it's part of Israel. There's a lot of Jewish people live there. A lot of people from the Knesset live in the
But
West
why are
Bank.
they exactly? So why don't they just annex it and make it Israel and the people in the
It is
West Bank
part of Israel. It
Israelis,
is. I
Arab
recognize
Israelis?
it as Israel. Most Israelis recognize it as Israel.
Do you recognize the Arabs? Oh, Marlene, I'm gonna bring you up. Do you recognize the Arabs in the West Bank as Arab
Yes, I
Israelis?
do. Yes,
Then how come they don't have citizenship?
they do have citizenship. They have a right to vote.
Israel, they West Bank Palestinians have a right to vote in Israel.
Yes, they do. There's
Fella,
Palestinians. There's
you do
Palestinians
know
in the
that. You
Knesset.
do know, yeah, but not exactly Israeli
There's
citizens, not people from
no
Ramallah.
Palestinians, Arab. Yeah, they're in the Knesset.
Yeah,
Check,
Israelis.
look it
I'm
up.
gonna bring
Google
my
it.
land. I'm gonna bring. Trust me, but you know people can fact check what you just said, right? I don't know if
I
you
know. So
understood
go
me
on
right.
Google.
You don't know.
Go on Google.
You know. For a guy who says all this stuff, you don't even know what you're talking about. First of all, when
I know.
he's telling you occupied, it's recognized by the whole world as occupied territories, West Bank and Gaza with East Jerusalem, which is the 67
Yeah,
sector
it's
that
part
was
of
taken.
Israel.
Second of
It's
all,
part of Israel. I'm an Israeli
we
citizen, and I can
already
go there.
listen. I
It's
don't
part
care
of
what I
Israel.
don't listen. You need to be
It's
quiet for a
part
second.
of Israel.
Listen, you need to be quiet for a second
It's
because
part of Israel. Realize it.
you sound ridiculous in the things you're saying. You're saying what you feel. That's what you're saying. You're saying what you feel. You're not saying factual
Well,
stuff. It's
I
listen. Do you
was
know what
exactly
resolution?
my land. Go
Listen.
ahead.
You know what
Why
resolution? You
Israel? It
know what
belongs to
resolution?
Israel.
What resolution 242 is?
I don't believe in UN. UN,
Well,
they're stupid.
well, here's the dilemma with you guys. Here's the dilemma with you guys.
UN hit the hostages.
Listen,
They hit the
listen,
hostages hit in
listen.
Munich
You're
office in
talking.
Gaza.
Listen, you're
Hold
talking
on.
out the side.
I'm gonna take Phil off for a second, and then I'll
Yeah,
bring it back on to respond. But yeah,
yeah.
he's a troll, my land,
He's a
bro.
troll. He don't know what he's
He
talking
knows what
about.
he's saying. Yeah.